And that can be either true or false. By default, blank is false. And what that means is when we're filling out a form, does this field need to be filled out? Absolutely, yes, it needs to be filled out. We're going to say this is mandatory. And then we have another option in here called null. And null can be true or null can be false. And when null is true, that means our database can store either no value, an empty string, or some sort of string. We don't want this to be null is equal to be true because we always want this to be filled out in our database. So there's always going to be text. It can't be blank. It can't be empty text. It always has to be there. So let's say null is equal to false. Now let's go ahead and save this. And you see Django automatically restarted for me here. What I can do now is make a migration. So I do Python manage.py, make migrations. And this is going to create a brand new file. And you can see in here, it created 0001 initial.py. And all this does is create a Python file that's now executable. And when we run Python manage.py migrate, it doesn't have any dependencies. It's the first one, and it has some operations in here. It's going to create a model or create a table in our database called post, and these are the fields. It has an ID automatically, so a unique auto field ID. Every model comes with this, and the one we gave it is text. So now we have a table that we can add to our database with 2 columns in it. And let's go ahead and run Python manage.py migrate. And this is going to apply that migration. And now we don't see anything happening at this point in time. All we see is that applying feed 001 initial was okay. That's all we need to know. That's about as much database management as we're going to get into in Django 1.